It's just funny. I mean, like, literally, I haven't played that many people, and to get the ones I've played is just funny. All right, let's say shuffle. And then the only other thing would be sags. There we go. All right, everything else is good. What, three, I think there's, what, 30-something civs? I actually don't remember. There's quite a few. I think there's like 36, I want to say now, with everything. Alphabetic. That's actually an interesting way to go about it. I could start with America or something like that because, you know, I've already done some videos for them, but let's see. Who's the first civ on here? We can go Chandragupta. I haven't played as India before. Like, who would you guys like to see? Would you like me to try and keep randoming it, or would you like to see like a specific, you know, rise and fall server, or even maybe a vanilla civ? You know, is there anybody specific? I haven't played, obviously, Genghis Khan or anything like that. He'd be a lot of fun. A lot of these guys would be pretty cool. Cyrus, of course. That's funny. So you don't mind waiting. Just want random. Okay, no, sounds good. No, I don't mind random until we get somebody. That's fine with me. I was afraid that it would be too boring, but I guess a couple minutes here at the beginning to random it. Germany. I haven't played as Germany, but it's not a rise and fall civ. I mean, would you like me to keep going as Germany or keep going until I get a rise and fall?
Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Heroic Frederick.
Germany could be interesting. Keep going. All right.
Your task is to forge the independent states that surround you into an empire.
Oh, keep going as Germany. Okay, yeah. So is this random enough? I haven't played as them. Is this good? I know it's a vanilla civ. Germany would be cool. Roll again.
So that they may develop into commercial and industrial power.
Let's see where their start is. I mean, they have a luxury. Got some stone. I mean, you can kind of go for religion that way. All right, there's a couple people that say Germany would be cool. All right, you know what? We've rolled a bunch of times. I think a couple people say Germany would be cool. And it is random. And if nothing else, it's likely that we'll be playing against some rise and fall civs, so we can still bring some of that strategy of how to play against them a little bit into it. So you know what? I haven't touched Germany before. Let's go with it. 2 commercial hubs anymore. I actually don't know. Let's check out Germany's bonuses here. Actually, I guess I can just go here, right? So they got the additional military slot, which is awesome. You know, an extra policy slot. +7 combat strength when attacking city-states. So obviously he's going to want to go to war with a lot of city-states, which is something that I don't normally do in most of my games. I usually like to, you know, ally them and things like that. So I guess unless a city-state just has a really good suzerain bonus, we're probably going to want to conquer them itself. Each city can build 1 more district than usual, exceeding the normal limit based on population. That's a pretty big deal. Getting those extra districts is pretty awesome. Lots and lots of production. The U-boats are going to be kind of fun. It's a modern era naval unit to replace the submarine. It's cheaper to produce, has extra sight and +10 combat strength when fighting on ocean tiles. And it's able to reveal other stealth units. I feel like actually submarines normally have that last part, don't they? Or maybe they don't. And then Hansa, a district unique to Germany for industrial activity, replaces the industrial zone and cheaper to build. +2 production bonus if adjacent to a commercial hub district, and +1 production bonus for each adjacent resource. Just any resource. It doesn't say any specific resource. And then +1 production bonus for every 2 adjacent district tiles. Okay. Actually, we're not on a river, so our commercial hub's not going to be the greatest, but presumably putting 1 here would give us 3, plus it's going to be next to this guy, the city center, if we settle in place. We could put another district over here. So that industrial zone, like right there, it says just any resource. I don't think it says specific resources, so presumably it would work with all 3 of those. I guess down here, or actually right here, that's 4, right? The fish resources. That might be kind of interesting. Looks like they nerfed it. I mean, I'm not having a river is really going to be frustrating. Is there 1 nearby? Lots of lake tiles. Ooh, some more gypsum, some more luxury. It's kind of interesting. Destroy any non-production-based city-states and bully Poland. Don't hurt the Jews, though. Different leader. Well, that would be ideal. See, I don't know if I like this start. Like, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we're going to get plenty of water available, obviously being next to the lake, but not having the river is kind of sad. But it's not the end of the world. We could swing out here, put a harbor over here, I'm assuming, unless this is a... No, it's a lake. Wow. So we might be smack dab in the middle of a landmass here. Wish there was a hill plains tile over here. That would be a really nice start as well. I mean, I guess starting in place isn't terrible. We're going to get the fish right away, which, let's actually turn on the yield icons real quick. A little bit of food from that, some gold. I mean, early gold's not bad. I mean, the wheat tiles are nice. Some culture down here. Pretty good jungle tile down here, once we get out that way. It's pretty far away from us, though. Might be like a second city site right here next to this jungle tile. Yeah, I don't see any specific argument for going out more than here. Being near the wheat is exactly the same as being near these two tiles. So I don't think it's going to give us, or even this stone tile. So I don't think it's going to give us any boost whatsoever. Getting some gold from the fish could help. So I guess this site's okay. It's not amazing. I mean, we are close to the gypsum, though. Sure, why not? Let's go with it. Reroll in the starting location. We'll see if I reroll, it's going to random the sieve again, which is okay, but it's not a terrible start, but it's not like an amazing start. So it's kind of just a start, I guess. But, you know, it's got a good place. Like I said, a good place for an industrial zone right here with 4 resources around it. That's going to give it +4 production for our industrial zone. That's not nothing. That's not too bad. All right, let's settle. Let's see what happens. I may look around a little bit more. If we're looking around a little bit more and it just looks like, nah, this is just terrible, then we could always reroll here in about 5 turns or so. But I'd like to see what's a little bit around us, just a little bit more. All right, research. Let's see, what do we want to go for? We want to hook up the jade soon-ish, but we don't have to do that right away. Getting the stone wouldn't be too bad. We could go for like a Stonehenge. I mean, early stone. I mean, it says Stonehenge to me, but do we care about religion as Germany? I guess it doesn't hurt. I mean, it never hurts to have a religion. Let's go ahead and do the mining then. See if we can maybe head towards the quarries. All right, let's go ahead and come out this way. Lots and lots of land. Some rice. Like I said, another city tile over here and wouldn't be too bad. If this lake's big enough, there's a good spot for that lake wonder. Might not be too bad. It's more jade up this way. I mean, we did a shuffle map, so we really don't know what to expect here. Wow, is this, let's just come up here. All right, so there's some actual coast, right? Yep, so there we have the ocean. A little bit of desert here. We actually got a Petra in our last game, so, you know, although I'd rather have Petra Hills if I'm going to have anything. A lot of desert, though. Just not non-hill tiles for desert, though, just are not that good, even with Petra. I mean, that makes them okay, but they're not worth it. Okay, there are some desert tiles, although there's not a good city spot next to them. I don't know. Conquer successfully. I'm going to try. I think, you know, go on conquest. You know, why not? It's Germany, right? Some citrus. Like maybe a city over here where still, though, it's just not enough hill tiles. I don't think this is worth Petra or anything like that. I mean, it might be okay to dip into the desert a little bit. For the pyramids, right? Has to be on the desert as well. I know I built them on the desert last time, but yeah, must be built on desert without hills. So dipping into this a little bit for pyramids wouldn't be too bad. I'm just not really seeing a Petra location, although some sheep over here. Now this is looking a little bit better. Maybe even putting the city on this desert tile because it's going to have a minimum production from the city tile, right? So putting it right on the desert tile could bring some of this stuff into range and make it worthwhile. Put a couple districts nearby and then maybe Petra pyramids and then being able to reap the benefits of the hill tiles. It's not worse. Not a terrible idea, I don't think. Ah, we met a city-state. Is this one that we want to keep around? Well, we might want to keep it around initially if we are going to plan on building some wonders. But I could see us, you know, getting kind of past either past the wonder phase that we need them for or getting our production high enough where we don't need them anymore necessarily. and getting rid of that city-state later in the game. But I think initially we might actually want to keep them around. Unless, of course, some other civilization, you know, really gets past us on the envoys, and we can't, we have no hope of getting them back as a suzerain, then that might be another way to, another reason to go to war. Yeah, it'll be cool to see how these match up. I'm really, if nothing else, I'm really hoping we have a couple RAF civs in the game at least, even if we're not playing as one. All right, so let's go ahead and, I don't know, I haven't found any barbarians yet, which is a little interesting. Let's go ahead and get a slinger out real quick, and then we may follow that up with an early settler. Oh, well, there's another scout for us. I guess, works for me. Guess we'll send you out this direction. Two turns on mining. Wouldn't mind getting a builder. Ah, Peter. What's going on, Peter? So there's Russia. Sure, we can. Will be nice for now, but that might be an early target for us. Although it's not like he gets a bonus towards attacking other civs. It's more the city-states themselves. So I'd really like to find a city-state we just don't care about at all. Good tile down. Good place for a city down here, though. 3 food, 3 food, 3 food. Another huge lake over here. Maybe limited production, though. Man, look at all the food, though. Crazy food. Just not a ton of production in that spot. Although, well, I was going to say an industrial zone next to some of these resources, but I'd like to have at least 3 nearby before I consider going that route. Ah, there's a barbarian encampment. Okay, well, I'm glad we're getting the slinger out then. Let's just stay where you're at. It's going to be fine. Actually, no, let's come back over here. I don't want you to get beat up on just yet.
When you find yourself in a hole,
Okay, so there's mining. I was actually doing a little bit of research on Aztec today for my next A to Z video, and I mean, I knew a little bit about them, obviously, because I've seen them enough, but there's some really cool bonuses. I'm looking forward to, I'm actually looking forward to playing them at some point, actually. I mean, we could push up for trying for Stonehenge. It's a little bit late, though. If I was going to go Stonehenge, I probably should have just pushed for it early on. I mean, obviously getting early industrial zones would be important, but of course they're way down there. Well, if we're going to go to war with some people, might be a good idea to kind of come down here and look at some iron and stuff, just to kind of prep that direction. 25 turns, that's too long. Let's get pottery. It's considered maybe coming up towards writing since we've already got the boost for it. I mean, we might get a religion, but I'm not really that worried about it if we don't. Religion's a nice bonus, but I just don't know that it necessarily drives Germany's agenda. Oh, hello, settler. Unfortunately, you are protected at the moment, or else I would definitely risk war with Russia to go after that. They're definitely a lot smarter about keeping their, denouncing me already? Seriously? Just because he doesn't like me. Wow, that's an early denouncement. YouTube just notified you I'm streaming. Well, I'm glad you know now. It's just the industrial zone that they have. It's the Hansa here, the zone itself. Can get some pretty good bonuses though, some adjacency bonuses though. All right, let's bring this warrior over, get the slinger over here as well, and we'll be ready to go after this encampment at least. I also need to be ready though, because I have a feeling Russia's about to be very early aggro. You know, we'll dip into your territory just for a second. It's a nice unprotected builder. I don't know if our scout would be able to escort it back in time though. I'm getting beat up. Yeah, let's come over this way. I mean, Russia is pretty close, which I don't really like that much. I'm trying to figure out where we could stick a second city. I mean, probably up this direction somewhere. Like a city like over here somewhere where I could put an industrial zone in between all three of these wouldn't be too bad. I mean, normally you like to have industrial zones in between hills, but it takes 2 hills to give you 1 production bonus, whereas each resource, as it said, gives you 1 by itself. So this already is as good as having it completely surrounded by hills. And then if we put a district next to it, that's even better, like a commercial hub. Although we're just not getting any rivers. I mean, there's a river down here, but wow. The river bonuses are few and far between at the moment. So obviously Russia's already got his 2nd city up. That's how the Deity civilizations start out. Is it a regular special district that doesn't count on population limit and has a half production? Let's check. Let's see. Hansa. Hansa takes 27 base production. Now obviously that goes up based on other things, whereas the industrial zone is 54. So it is half production, as you mentioned. But I think it still takes up one of your slots. I remember they mentioned something about that in a patch. Like, I feel like originally it didn't, but I feel like they changed something with the way that works at one point. I could be wrong. We'll see. But it does give you, Germany as a whole, sorry, gives you the ability to produce 1 over your population limit. So we're already getting that anyway. So I think it'll be all right. All right, you're going to come over this way. Just keep on coming down this way. I don't care about you, Scout. If you're just going to mess with Russia, that's fine by me. Do a little more exploring with you, but I want to keep you close in case we need you for some attacks against the barbarians here. I mean, a city over here, again, another industrial zone right there with a 3 around it. Not too bad. Trying to decide where we want to stick some more.
At his best, man is the
Code of laws. There we go. So here we are getting our extra military policy, which is pretty awesome. So this is obviously not even a decision. It's just lock in both of those. And then, you know, for now, we'll go ahead and do the faith in gold just for a little bit. And usually when I have only 1 city, I'll go ahead and do that one because that's 2 resources that we're getting. But we'll definitely swap over to the production as soon as we get probably another city. I mean, obviously we want to go towards political philosophy pretty early. Although getting our government plaza up early is pretty good as well. See, I'd like to improve 3 tiles before I go for that. Oh, we'll start working on craftsmanship, and then we may swap off of that. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead. I was going to say settler. I really would like to get a settler out. Settler or builder. You know what? I think we need to get the settler out as soon as possible. And then we'll immediately follow that up with a builder, I think. Got to get that 2nd city going. We're just too limited with just 1 city. Plus, if nothing else, we've got to stake our claim a bit before Russia takes all the good spots. All right, let's go ahead and get you over this way. We'll use both of you guys against the barbarians. So just Brussels up here. I bet this kind of caps off over here. Is this coast, I'm assuming? Obviously, with as much as there is. I would assume as much. Can't really tell where on the map we are. We don't see the north or the south yet. Yeah, just keep on exploring a little bit. Oh, hello, goody hut. Got 5 food tile there with the sugar. It's really nice. Just think Germany's pretty meh. Well, I mean, the production is really going to add up, I think. So, again, with the production, you're going to be able to go for, either conquest or science just right off the bat. If you can get some of those, really good wonders that help either, faith or culture, those are always options. The production will help get those as well. Let's get you back this direction just a little bit. Oh, slinger over there. Knowledge of sailing. Okay, I mean, I'll take a little bit of boost to that, I guess. We don't currently have a coastal city, but we probably will at some point, so some sailing would not be bad. You did come after me with your slinger. Yeah, Russia again over here kind of cutting us off a little bit. I mean, we still have open borders for the moment. But that is going to be a little frustrating. I'm not going to move you in yet because you won't be able to attack on this turn. Although he might move out to attack me, which is fine, actually. I think I'm going to take this attack. If he attacks me back, that's fine. And then I can run away next turn just to kind of get a little bit of damage on him. Oh yeah, this attack I'll definitely take. Get a promotion there. Yeah, no, you're right. The 7 production or 7 combat against city-states is, I mean, I don't know. It's something, I guess. If you have a lot of city-states near you, I guess it could be a way to avoid having to build a bunch of settlers. Just build a bunch of, military, go out, capture the city-states. There's your cities. You don't have to worry about the settlers. But it is very limited. The additional military policy slot, though, can be pretty nice towards the end, I think. Oh, you just left it wide open, did you? We'll move in there with our warrior. Thank you. Or did you get... You might have killed him, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, another encampment, although Russia seems to be dealing with that one just fine. I forgot our scout had an upgrade. I'll do that here in a moment. Dude, my troops are just passing by, man. For now. For now. You're going to be trouble. I have a feeling Russia is going to be some trouble for us. One thing I did just notice, though, Russia does usually prefer a tundra start. And he doesn't actually have one right now. I mean, there's no ice down here, and there's no ice up there. I mean, he's in a kind of a strange start. I mean, I'm sure any other start is fine, but he definitely makes the tundra better, so a little surprising. All right. How many religions have been founded by now? Let's see. No religions, which makes sense. I guess what I mean is nobody's gotten Stonehenge yet, although they're probably already working on it. I'd like to find a natural wonder to get the boost, but why not? We might be able to do something with that. You never know. All right, you're going to go ahead and take a shot there. Guess you'll swoop in here, although Russia's not going to be very happy with us putting our military in there. It's going to take your promotion. Hills or forest? Kind of a lot of both, but I think there's more forest at the moment. Same for you. Let's go ahead and move you back, and then we'll take your promotion. If you are surrounded by production civs, you're not going to devastate them. Just, I guess we'll back you off the Russia border so you don't get too paranoid. I mean, we can start building up and going after him. He's actually, I think, the only other... We haven't seen all the landmass, but it's starting to look like this landmass is starting to shrink up a little bit over here. So, I mean, it might be possible that he's the only other person on our landmass. And if that's the case, we will definitely have to go after him. That would be a given. Gotta have something to do. Gotta keep this landmass to ourselves. Come over here and heal up. Let's come back up this way, see the rest of the coast over here, which I'm assuming just kind of comes along this direction. Oh, there's a city-state defeated right there. Another one. So other people are definitely warring after the city-states. Alright, just chill out here for a second. There's a couple double sugar right here next to a very tiny river. I guess that's a river. It's not a river that really helps us that much because, I mean, I guess you could get rid of the sugar to put something there, like a commercial hub, but it seems like a shame to me. All right, just go ahead and let's just fortify here. Oh, hello. Just cancel your move for a second. Just come back this way for a second. Let's, sure, we'll head that way. Got nothing else to do. Until we get a promotion on these guys, it's worth going after some barbarians. You, just heal up for a tick. People are starved. Look, dude, it's like 20 turns into the game. Of course we're starved for stuff. 22 turns. I love it when their leader agendas start popping out like in the beginning of the game, and so you haven't even had a chance to do anything about it. And we'll just leave you here for a moment, and we'll get everybody up here, go after that thing. It's gonna be a little hard getting through the jungle, but don't have a whole lot else to do with our military right this second. Alright, I guess you can come over this way. See what's going on this side of things. There's Stonehenge. I say I'm not too surprised. Not too surprised. In fact, on that note, we will probably let astrology go one more turn, jump off of it. You know, maybe if we get a natural wonder, we'll finish it that way, but no reason to push for it. I mean, we might have been able to squeeze out Stonehenge if we just really focused in on it. In fact, it's 25 turns. If we'd gone for astrology early. No, actually, I don't know. Don't think we would have. Would have probably taken us at least 15 turns to get astrology without the natural wonder. And then Stonehenge in 10 turns? Probably not. Wouldn't have happened. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and get in here. Actually going to move you up a bit. Be ready to swoop in there if you need to. Have you come across the jungle there, I suppose. I guess, I mean, I'd like to keep exploring with you, but I guess we're going to need you to help escort this settler here in a moment. So never mind. Once we get past this guy, we'll use our other scout to come up this direction. Oh, there's another, let's see, so 3 cities so far for Russia. Oh, we already saw that one. What am I saying? Oh, that's right. Russia has the bonus with where he has larger borders. Or he has more land when he founds cities, I should say. Kind of like the Shoshone in Civ 5. So that's why he's got so much of the land here. All right. I do want to start attacking you, but let's get our slinger in here. Just kind of weaken you up a little bit. We could probably take this attack, and we'll rest up for a turn probably after that. Not worth taking that attack just yet. All right, just come over here. Get ready to escort the settler. You know what? I'm going to move you over this way. Oh, hello, warrior. Well, that's going to be fun. I don't think they'll kill him. Not with a scout and a warrior, but he's going to get beat up quite a bit. So say I was wanting to come over and get the scout out of the way before I move down on the spearman. But I am going to have to heal you up. A lot of units here. I got to make sure I keep my guys alive. Alright, just chill for a turn. There's another city-state gone. Why help him by killing his barbs for him? Well, it's something for me to do, and honestly, these barbs could have just as easily come after me. And then, but it's also, you know, experience. I mean, until I get the first promotion, it's at least some experience for my units. All right. I'm kind of leaning towards coming up this direction, just because we will have a mine on the jade, and we'll have a quarry. Let's see here. Quarry on the stone. Does the quarries help industrial zones as well? Yeah, they do. I thought they did. So I guess my point is that I'm assuming this will double dip the adjacency. We'll get 1 adjacency point for the luxury, the resource, and then a combo of 1 for the two mines. So I think that's actually a pretty good place to put a industrial zone. So I'm thinking somewhere up here. We could put one like directly on the coast. Might not be too bad. Although it dips into the desert on that side of things. We could put it over here, be right next to the cattle from the get-go, the gypsum. And then still be able to, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that puts this stone out of range, so I don't really like that. We could settle off by 1, planning on putting an aqueduct here. That could work. Still puts us right next to the gypsum. Puts us right next to a 3-food rice tile, which is nice. And then the cattle's not too far away. That might be alright. I mean, an aqueduct's not the end of the world. And then allows us to put the industrial zone pretty close by. We can come over here, but I really want, like I said, I really like this 3-tile thing, especially with the mines there. Let's do that. Why not? Alright, so now let's go for... Probably need some more military, actually. Let's do another slinger before we do anything else. I'm worried about Russia coming after us. Alright, so this is going to be a good take right here. Well, in fact, we'll use the scout for that take. Just so we can move this guy... actually, get a little bit more healing on that guy. We can weaken him a little bit, but I don't think I like risking our slinger that way. Oh, I forgot to zip off astrology. Whoops. Yeah, we can still save 3 turns. Let's go and get harvest stuff. I don't know if I care. Actually, you know what? Let's head towards archery. I'm hoping I can get the bonus here in a moment. I could almost get the bonus off of this scout right here. Probably, if I move down here, the scout might attack me. He might run away. Then the warrior comes down. I don't know if I like that. Could just kill the scout now. You know, let's start advancing this warrior. That warrior's not going to kill this warrior by itself. Tempted to just fortify you. Get a little heal. Let him just start hitting you. Because I don't think he can kill you in 1 hit. So let's heal you. If he gets low, I can always back up through the jungle. He won't be able to continue attacking. And I think I will go ahead and take this attack here. We'll plan on getting the kill with the warrior and slinger here. Yeah, coastal city would be good. I mean, I could put a coastal city up here, but again, it's a lot of desert that, without the hills, I mean, I'm not going to put a Petra over here on just some flat tiles. It's a lot of wasted land, although, I mean, I guess it's places for districts, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea. Right, so like I said, I didn't think he was going to kill me. Now, he will kill me this next turn, though, if I don't do something. Oh, nope, there's a promotion right there. Perfect. I'll take volley, because it's relevant at the moment. He'll do another attack, but that might be okay. You go ahead and heal up for a tick, at least. So a couple of you guys think directly on the coast. You know what? Let me look at that here in a second again. There's archery. Suicided against us. I'm glad they put that in. They put that in as a, you know, a couple patches ago, but where if they killed themselves against you, you still get the archery boost, which is awesome. Yeah, like if I put it up here, we start with the fish, the jade, and the stone right next to us. Still can put the industrial zone, which will be next to the city center, which is a plus, and all this other stuff. I mean, we'll be digging into some, actually, I think it has to be here, doesn't it? It can be either place. Here would be more water from the get-go. Closer to the pearls. 1, 2, 3. You know what? That's actually not too bad. And like I said, we are going to get a bunch of desert tiles, but we got another lot of good tiles over here. And these could just be, you know, other districts like entertainment complex or, you know, whatever, science center. Things like that to take up some of those kind of not so great tiles. It could work out. I'm actually still tempted to go right here, though. Even though it's not the water boost, could still build the aqueduct, and it would give us a little closer to some more tiles this direction that we could steal from Brussels. Even just getting the lumber tiles within our zone to be able to chop down to rush some stuff might not be too bad. Could put a harbor here next to those 2 resources. Possibly a good spot for a some commercial hub over here somewhere. Although we'd want the commercial hub next to our Industrial zone. What do you guys think? This one, the one on the green tile, or the lighter green tile? Which one do you think is better? This one potentially gets us a little bit more tiles we could steal from Brussels. But this one gets us the water from the get-go. I'll head that direction. We'll head right there. We can go either way. Oh. Well, hello. I was not expecting to see you. Oh, wow. Does that mean this connects? Or does he have a way to get across the water already? Green tile. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Sounds good to me. Could still buy out to this forest, although Brussels is probably going to get that pretty quickly. Although he actually probably will expand out to the cattle first, so we might have a little bit of time. Alright, do you guys just start heading home, and let's get you guys healed up. And then we'll send you back out here momentarily. So Gilgamesh. Yeah, I wonder if all of this connects over here. That's interesting to think about. That could give us a reason to take Brussels, because then that could be like a chokehold here of units getting past there. Something to think about. I'll definitely, as soon as we drop this city off here, which we'll do now. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and unlink you now because there's no risk to the settler. We'll go ahead and drop you here. Go ahead and build the city. Oh, look, more pearls. Which does mean this coast continues around here. Because I think the pearls are like at most, what, 1 tile away? I don't think I've seen them 2 tiles away. Actually, they may even be just on the coast itself. Yeah, looks like it actually continues out that direction. Interesting. All right. I mean, early monuments are good for some of these outer cities if you have loyalty issues. And obviously for expanding your borders. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go for a monument. Help expand our borders a little quickly. Save us a little bit of money as we start buying some tiles. Ooh, hello, barbarians. Glad I'm sending some of my units back up this direction, as well as getting another slinger. You think they crossed the water? Let's see here. Maybe. Actually, you're probably right. I'm impressed. I mean, how early is... Water crossing is pretty late, though, isn't it? There's no way he's got shipbuilding that fast. 34 turns into the game? You think so? Maybe so. I know they get some increased, you know, they get some of the early techs for free and stuff. That's pretty fast. Russia, 4 cities already. Craziness. Yeah, we're gonna have to just go crazy. Crazy military. Go after Russia early. He's getting too big. Housing's fine. I think every other turn we'll probably knock out a military unit. Just keep building up our military. And every other turn, every other build, we'll probably knock out a military unit is what I meant to say. Huh. Like, could he come up? Maybe there's something connects over here, and he just skirted along the top here. Oh, well, yep. There's a war cart right there. It has to connect over here somewhere. Then that is not much space if it does. Interesting. Well, I don't think we have to worry about 1 war cart, although I suppose he could be sending more. Hanging Gardens, that's fine.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed.
You can lock in the builder production, which is relevant at the moment. For that matter, the Agoge is kind of relevant as well. I'd like to keep the faith around, though, until we get at least our Pantheon, which we need 25, so we're almost there. So let's keep the faith around just a little bit longer, and then once we get our Pantheon, we'll swap out. Which does mean I'd like to go for something that's a little bit quick. Guess we'll start working on foreign trade. Again, getting kind of over towards political philosophy is kind of important. Okay. I mean, obviously, you just come back over this direction for now. We'll figure out what to do with you in a moment. I mean, obviously, if this is a way to get to this other side of the continent, then a city over here to help just block this off is kind of important, I think. So I think that might be our next target. Let's go and get the archery. Got a couple pretty aggressive civs near us, and we kind of want to make sure we're ready to go. In fact, it's very possible Russia's trying to do something here. On that note, I'm going to move you here, just to give us a little bit of a cushion there. I don't want him just swooping in off all three of his warriors attacking my my one slinger. This warrior over here, I think we're going to leave. It's fine for now. It's not like he can get a lot of warriors over here unless he, you know, moves around that way. But yeah, I'm wondering if he's about to try something. And if he is, that's fine. Actually, we want you to full on fortify. Whatever, we'll do that in a second. Alright, just start making your way over this direction, Mr. Scout. Oh, uh-oh. This game might be over fast. Wow. That's kind of scary. If Russia, I mean, does Russia know about Sumeria? Are they about to team up against me? I mean, he's just passing through for the moment. I mean, he'll get kicked out if he declares war, right? Because, or does it not even matter since there's open borders still? I actually don't remember. Getting these archers would be really important right now. Okay, that one was not a surprise. Not a surprise, and he did not get kicked out, so that's good to know. Alright, so it's fine. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. 4 turns on our archers. Those could really change us up pretty big time if we're able to get to those. I would like to attack with you, but let's go ahead and take your promotion. That's really going to help us out a lot. You guys just... I mean, this guy's obviously going to take more damage, but I want to weaken this guy a little bit because of that slinger right there. Help us out a little bit there. Scout, how about you actually come down here and you can help maybe a little bit with this guy. If nothing else, you could take an attack instead of our warrior, possibly. Could bring the scout back, and I probably should. It's not great, don't get me wrong, but it can take a little bit of damage and then run away, stuff like that. So you can weaken them just a hair. Still want to see what's over there, but we're not. It's not like we're going to be going after anything over there while we're at war. Oh, he did knock out that slinger. Wow, this game's going to be over fast. Yeah, Gilgabro, help. Yes, I agree. Wow, he's got a lot of warriors. If we'd gotten the archers, this is what I think we would have been fine. I should have checked this before I clicked the button because aren't there a couple oh, are they all taken already? Aren't there some military bonus type pantheons? Maybe I'm thinking something else. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to matter that much. I think this might be about it. Camps, quarries. We have a lot of quarries possible. Buy a unit with gold. Yeah. Don't we have to move the slinger out first? Yeah, we'd have to move the slinger out first. What we should do, though, is swap over production off the builder. I should have done that 2 turns ago. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this attack here. It's kind of a suicide. Actually, you know what? Just fine. It's just a heal for a second. I'd like to take him out, but I think it'll just be suicide anyway. And if we heal up a tick, he might attack us or something. I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, I really don't know what to do with this. Fishing boats, pastures aren't really, I don't think, our thing. Faith from quarries could be nice if we survive long enough. Mines over strategic resources. I mean, we don't know if we have any yet. Faith from luxury and bonus resources for mines. It would help these things, the jade, as well as the, actually the gypsum's a quarry, isn't it? Yep, quarry. You know what, let's just do the faith on quarries or something. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to overthink it too much. I think we might be dead soon anyway. Which is fine. Alright, you... I'm tempting to sacrifice you. Swing you in here. Kind of attack this guy a little bit. Or even just swing you in here. Yeah, if I attack this guy a little bit, it makes him a little bit weaker for his attack against the city. He'll die, but in the process of dying, it, you know, buys us a turn. You know, it's something. Although if he swings this guy around, it's not going to matter. Let's do it. Like I said, he's going to die anyway. I think it would matter. Let's see if we can just do a little bit more damage to these guys around here. Okay, so I knew that was going to happen, but you know, technically it's a little bit of damage against him. All right, so did he run away? Or no, he got a promotion. Never mind. We take this kill here, which one less unit. Just means he's going to move this guy up, though. Really? I mean, Sumeria, you're kind of in the way a little bit. Like, if I wanted to bring this warrior up or anything like that, I couldn't. Kind of in the way. I think these two warriors take the city next turn, no matter what we do. Especially with that warrior coming up. Alright, you guys got to run away. You have to run away, for sure. There's nothing we can do about that. You just stay where you're at. If they attack me, again, at least it distracts them for a turn. 2 turns on archery. I don't think it's going to come in time. Well, like I said, distract him for a second, but not much. Well, like I said, I knew Russia was going to be a problem. That's why I was like, every other thing we build needs to be a military unit, just to kind of keep heading that direction. But I guess too little, too late type of thing. Let's move you down here. If they chase after me, that's a thing. I assume... Yep, there we go. All right, well, you know, I assumed that was much. Oh, look, an emergency against Peter. I mean, I think this is game over, but I may actually say yes. Let's put it this way. If Sumeria says yes, I'd like to see what happens. If he says no, then we'll just restart the game. But if he says yes to this emergency, I'd actually kind of like to see what he does about it. Because he's got a lot of units over here that could do some pretty big damage against Peter. Nope, just us. All right. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Hit the mic. Got a little excited. There's our archery. Yeah, like I said, I knew Peter was going to be trouble, but man, like maybe 4 turns too soon. If we'd gotten the archery up, I even with the number of units he had, those archers would have chewed through them, and I don't think it would have been even remotely a problem because we had enough money to upgrade both of our slingers. That's all right. 4 turns, not too bad. All right. Well, here we go. Let's go ahead.